So guys, in yesterday's class we have started basic, like how to launch EC2 instance. What are the steps involved in EC2 instance, right? So in today's class, I'm going to show you the storage part. So what are the types of storages and which storage we'll use in commonly. Okay, so let me share my screen first. So Malti, after that I will give it to you. So please tell me, let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes, we do see.
Yeah. So guys, assume that this is your EC2 instance. So obviously EC2 instance means like one operating system means you should have received one hard disk also. Yes or no? Hard disk is compulsory. In this hard disk only, this OS related data, everything will be available, right? So by default, whatever the disk you are getting is EBS type only. Guys, as I told you in yesterday's class, we do have different types. One is EBS, EFS, and S3 bucket. So most probably we'll go with EBS and S3 bucket. EFS very rare cases only. Okay. So what is EBS means? By default, with your EC2 instance, you are getting one disk, one hard disk. So that hard disk is EBS type. Now, what are the other cases we'll use in maybe additional hard disk? Guys, if you take your laptop, okay, by default you are getting one hard disk in your laptop, maybe 1 TB, 2 TB hard disk you are getting, right? So why partitions are required? Guys, why do we need C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive in my laptop? What is the reason, guys? Malati, what is the reason? Why you are having partitions?
To identify
Is it
easily.
for is it for structural organization? Like
So basically, guys, like C drive is to store your OS programs, maybe the OS data. OS data as well as application configuration. When you install an application and all, everything, those configuration files, those libraries will be in C drive. Okay, so remaining application data, maybe whatever the files you want to store, maybe movies, songs, documentation. Okay, maybe your application related the data and all, whatever you are generating and all, everything you will put under C drive, some D folder or E folder only. But actually, how many hard disk you have in your laptop? Only one. So how come then you got a C drive, D drive? So basically, drive is nothing but one hard disk, guys. How come you got a C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive? As you have only one hard disk. What you have done? You have done logical partition. Yes. So single hard disk itself, what you have done? Single hard disk, you made a partitions like this. Based on your requirement. Right? You partition like this, single hard disk. Maybe first hard disk, you made it as a C drive. So whatever you put under C drive, that will go to this partition, this part. D drive, this one. E drive, this one. F drive, this one. So as you don't have like multiple disks, you are doing logical partition. Okay, so OS data here, application data here, movies here, songs here, something like that you are making in Windows. But here we have a chance. What we will do, while creating an EC2 instance, only for OS installation, maybe that to whatever the application you are going to install, for that purpose, how much storage you need? Only the basic disk, the first disk. Okay, the default disk you will take hardly 20 GB, 30 GB, 40 GB, 50 GB, not more than that. Is not the best practice, more than that. So here, what you will do, you will map it by default. Your hard disk will be mapped with slash directory. In terms of your laptop, you are mapping with C drive, D drive names. That is that C is one name, directory name. Here, slash is one directory name, the main directory in your Linux. That hard disk name, you are making it as a slash. So whatever under slash directories you are storing, maybe you do have different stuff like slash root, slash etc, slash boot, everything, the data, everything is available here only. But the application data, let's assume that here on top of this my EC2 instance, I installed a web server. So basically the configuration, everything, setting file, libraries for that application, everything under somewhere the respective folder which will be available in your OS only. But what I will do, so web server means web pages I can maintain. So you're now guys customer example, this server is for youtube.com. This is my laptop. Okay, when customer connected to youtube.com, it will reach out to this server only where that YouTube application is running, that website is running. There again I should have some web pages, whatever the videos I'm seeing, right? So those videos only I'm referring. So where those will be stored actually, so we have to attach a new hard disk. We should not store that data under this hard disk. That is not the best practice. Always you should have extra disks. Maybe like your website means some folder will be there for that website. So your configuration knows it, which folder you have the videos. With that folder name, what I will do while creating EC2 instance, I'll create a new volume. That volume is nothing but hard disk. Maybe how much you need, 100 GB, 200 GB, 500 GB, based on your application, which application you are maintaining. Based on that data, here number of disk you will add. Okay, so for a first hard disk, you will make it like this. Maybe some name. Example, I'm making slash app. So now slash app, and I'll show you how to attach the disk and how to mount it. I will show you that. How to create. This is called as drive now. One more drive. So this is one more drive. I can attach as many as my wish. Maybe this one 100 GB, this one 100 GB. So total 3 drives I do have. My application related data, my database related data, whatever I'm maintaining here, I'll store it here. Now onwards, if I under slash app, if I store any data, so that means I'm storing under this disk. Okay, so if I store something under slash db directory, that means that data will go off into this directory, this storage. So why additional storage required? To store your application data. Remember this. The default disk for OS data. To store, maybe to install your application, that data and all, it will go here. Again, that application data, whatever the files you need for application, maybe the videos, the web pages, if it is a website, everything you will maintain in your application drives only. And don't worry what name it should be and all. Based on application, you do have different directory names. That directory you have to map it here. Okay, now let's see that part, how to create this volume and how to attach to your EC2 instance. So again, guys, EBS is again at one time. Okay, let's assume that this is my AWS account. Okay, this is my AWS account, data center. Here, if I create a volume, maybe the hard disk, let's assume that this hard disk I can attach to only one EC2 instance at the same time. Okay, but real time, the best practice is, guys, you do have multiple servers with the same application for development itself, maybe for QA itself, for production itself. They won't maintain one server but to maintain your web applications and databases. They will have multiple servers for the same application. So obviously I need the same data. So you need again shared storage, guys, not individual storage like this EPS. But some servers, maybe let's assume that I don't have multiple servers for that application. Only one server is there. So this data, whatever the data and all I'm using here in this server, no need I require. So go with EBS. And that too, if it is a small, maybe 100 GB, 200 GB, 500 GB, 1000 GB, go with the EBS itself. But in your real time, you may have multiple servers with the same application. Here also same application, here also same application. So obviously you need the same data. Here also same data, here also the same data. So in that case, I can go with S3 bucket, guys. I can create one storage. The S3 also one storage, but it is a shared storage. Means at the same time I can access it from here. I can access it from here also over the network. So in this disk, whatever the data I do have, here also I can see, here also I can see. So I no need to create two different disks for this one. OS data separate only, guys. For OS, I can have one more disk here. This EC2 instance OS, that installation steps, everything it will be available here only. But application data, whatever the web pages, whatever the videos you're storing, it will be under this storage. Now you can see the videos from this application, this server also. Again, you can see the web pages, videos, everything from this application. That is what the shared storage, guys. You no need to have individual storage here and here separate for your application data. It's a waste of money as well. Again, if you do something here, if you update something here, you have to update individually for each server if you go with EBS. But if you go with S3 bucket, so one time task, if you modify something here, it will be applicable here and here also. You can see the same modifications here and here also. But if you go with EBS, here separate this, here separate this. You have to do again one by one. Here also you have to do changes, here also you have to do. It's again hectic task, right? So based on your requirement, you have to choose whether you have to go with the individual disk or else shared storage. First, let's talk about EBS. How to create this EBS volume, how to attach to your EC2 instance, and I will see now. Go ahead, Malati. Please share your screen. Yeah, can you start your server? It seems no.
Do I start putty also? Hello? Yes, server is up.
So guys, did you understand the difference between EBS and S3 bucket? So EBS is the default storage for your EC2 instance. By default, you will get one disk, okay, for your OS, for your EC2 instance. That is EBS type only. And apart from that, for additional disk also, you can attach EBS volumes. So maybe EBS, at one time, you can attach to only one EC2 instance. If you need the same data on other EC2 instance, again you have to attach one more disk there also, the same data. It's a waste of your money. Okay, so in such a case, you can go with a shared storage. Means one disk you can attach to multiple. That is what S3 bucket, guys. Shared storage. Did you understand the concept? What is shared storage, guys? Any doubts?
So to update our all storages at a time, so we are doing this process.
Which process?
To update all our storages, we are taking S3 stored bucket, shared bucket actually.
Yes, basically it's not a correct word, whatever you are using. So it's not a correct terminology. So updating storage, that is not. So one disk, let's assume that I have one additional disk. I do have two laptops. So by default, can we attach that hard disk with the two laptops?
No.
Is it possible? That is what EBS storage. Okay, and maybe some, if you go to any internet, have you seen that so there will be 10 systems in your internet. So main system will be there. So from any system, if you maybe let's assume that you are just download some file. Okay, so you want to print something in the internet. So what they will say, they will give you one shared folder. They will ask you, please put your files under this shared folder, so that from main system they will print your papers. Means, guys, there are some network drivers, network storages. So S3 bucket is one of the network storage. Okay, it is a disk only. Storage is nothing but disk, guys. Again, S3 bucket is also disk only. But you can attach one disk to multiple EC2 instances at the same time. Same hard disk you can attach to like all the EC2 instances wherever you need. As I'm working with the same disk, I can see the same data everywhere. No need to maintain separate disks to maintain my OSM, to maintain my application data and all. Okay, so that is what S3 bucket. Now, did you understand? Your good name?
Yes. Naveen.
Yes, Naveen. So you got the point now. What
Yeah.
is EBS? What is S3 bucket? Both are hard disks only. EBS also hard disk only. S3 bucket also hard disk only. But EBS, one time only one EC2 instance can access. If you attach to one EC2 instance, from that EC2 instance, you can put the data, you can read the data, everything in that disk. Okay, so but S3 bucket at the same time you can attach to multiple logically over the network. That is the thing. Yeah, but actually S3 bucket has more advantages, guys. Many more advantages actually. Okay, so it's very cheaper also when compared to EBS. For huge storage, you will go with S3 bucket only. Okay, maybe sometimes I need a real time. Obviously, the data will be huge. Maybe like 10 TB, 5 TB, 20 TB, 30 TB data you have to store. 100 TB based on the project, based on the program organization you are working for. So in such a case, S3 bucket is the best practice, guys. When compared to EBS, S3 bucket is more cheaper. Yeah, sudo space -i. Now change the font. Okay, can you run lsblk command? So guys, lsblk will show you list of block devices, how many hard disks you do have. It seems one hard disk you do have. The disk names will be like this only: SDA, XVDA, XVDB, XVDC. But two partitions, they made a two partitions on the same disk. Generally, it's a general concept. Okay, it's based on the OS, but only one hard disk is using actually. Something the first hard disk, first partition is not using. See, second partition, XVDA2 only he mapped with the slash directory, slash file system. So you have one file system in one hard disk, one file system you do have. Okay, let's attach one more hard disk. What is the size of your main disk? 10 GB. Now under slash, anywhere if you store some data, it will be under that XVDA2 hard disk. Now let's attach one more hard disk. We'll go with EBS first. Yeah, launch. Maybe I'll show you both. While creating how to attach, while after maybe already this EC2 instance is running. Now go to your AWS console. So how can I check that? How many hard disks from AWS console? Also, I can see that in the description part. Come down in the description part. You can see that block devices. Right hand side, block devices. See, one disk you do have. If you click on that, it will show you the disk volume ID and all. Okay, so from here I can check that. That is one way. Now left hand side, you can see the volumes button. volumes. Just click on that volumes. So guys, here volumes are nothing but your storage. Now create a new volume. So select your again guys, in EPS you do have different types. Yesterday we discussed about the performance, the different types of storages. Guys, in pen drive also, if you go with one hard disk, 1 TB hard disk, you will get different types of hard disk for 1 TB in different prices. 5,000 also I can get, 10,000 also I get. Why it will be like that, guys? What is the difference? Quality. Here in EBS also we have different classes, different types, guys. So can you just open a EBS volume types browser? EBS volume types. Which volume type I have to go with? Second one, second web page. So guys, again in storage, different hard disk I can get it here. Come now. Yeah, see, just close left and right those extra pages. Yeah, see guys, 4 types total. General purpose, IO1 type, ST1 type, SC1 type. So don't worry about that. Come down, you can see the use cases. Use cases means what is the purpose of there itself. It's gone already. There itself use cases are there. For which purpose you will use? Below little bit. Which disk will use it for which purpose? Maybe if you see the general purpose, GP2, the first disk, first type, it's for OS to OS data, or else maybe for small workloads. Not a big application, not a big data. I mean to say, so huge data is not there. Only less traffic only. So such kind of application, data and all will go with the GP2 type. If you see database MongoDB, if you want to store MongoDB data, and MySQL server, so you'll go with the second type. Again, to store big data, maybe data warehouse data. So different things for log related. So those applications you'll go with third type. Fourth type, maybe for huge data you want to read and maybe the banking transactions and all. There will be huge traffic, right? Huge data like transactions will be happening. So in such kind of data, maybe if you are storing in your hard disk, you will go with the fourth type. So as of now, go with general purpose only, GP2 only. Because just for practice purpose, I'm not going to store any data here, just not any application data. Make it 10 GB. Example only, right? In real time, how much you need, that much you can take. But that how much maximum? 16,384 GB. Then 16 TB maximum, not much. Okay, only 16 TB data you can store, you can create in one volume. Okay, now one more thing. Did I maybe explain to you about this availability zone, guys?
No.
Okay, so can you go back to your EC2 dash? Maybe open the one more duplicate page. Go to the dashboard, EC2 dashboard. So guys, in AWS, related to location, we do have two terminologies. One is region. Region means main location, maybe in India, Mumbai region we do have. Can you just click on that North Virginia? See guys, so we do have different locations like North Virginia, Ohio, North California, Oregon. So these are called as regions. In India, Mumbai region is there. Again, if you go with a region, in a single region, again, multiple data centers will be there. Maybe, so they won't maintain in a single place, guys. In Mumbai also, they will have multiple data centers. Like we used to call them as availability zones. So we used to call, so what is the Mumbai region ID? AP South 1, right? So it will be South 1A, 1B, 1C, those data centers. Those are called as availability zones, guys. The different data centers in a single region are called as availability zones. Okay, they will be like 1A, 1, 2, 1B, 1C, 1D, something like that. So can you go to running instance? There itself. First go to that. You should know that which availability zone your EC2 instance belongs to. So select for which EC2 instance you are selecting. You can see there itself availability zone. US East 1C. That is your data center. In the same data center, you have to create your EBS volume also. Go back. Yeah. So otherwise it won't work out, guys. You should choose only the same data center. Okay, come down, remaining all not required. Just add a tag. Name tag. Name. NAME. Make it capital N. Always the first letter big. Maybe so and so servers. Do you have any name to your server? Can you go back
Red
to
Hat.
EC2 dashboard?
Yeah, Red Hat server.
Show me. Yeah, Red Hat server. Make it as Red Hat server second disk. For easy identification purpose, guys, because in real time, you do have thousands of servers, hundreds of servers, thousands of hard disks. Always the best practice is name tag. Second disk, something like that. Because again, disk means in a single server, you may have again multiple hard disks. 5, 10, right? You should know that this is second disk, this is third disk, something like that. Create volume. Okay, go, close it. Go to the volume part again. So wait for some time, just refresh it. So you'll get a new volume now. Refresh it. You have the refresh button here itself in this page. No need to refresh the whole page. You can refresh only that service. Here every service has the refresh button. Yeah, see guys, what is the status now? Available. Means you haven't attached this disk to any of the hard disk, any of the EC2 instance. That is what this meaning, guys. Now select, go to actions. Can you increase the font little bit actually? Control plus. Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, go to actions, attach volume, select your EC2. It will show all the servers which are there in that data center. Your servers. Yeah, select the Red Hat server, whatever the server you want to attach. Now attach it. No need to do anything. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Now go to your yeah, EC2 instance. Do LSBLK. Now in the data center, you created one more hard disk. That hard disk you attach to this. That is EBS. But you cannot use it directly. As I told you, you have to create a drive with that. So even in Windows also same concept. Basically, you are creating one hard disk partitions. First partition C drive, second partition D drive. But here instead of partition, I got a new hard disk. See, it's not showing any more drive name. So I have to give some drive name, guys. First format it. Always format. Always you have to format the disk because this is a brand new disk. So you should make it in Linux format. mkfs dot ext4 space your disk name xvd, but you have to give the full path /dev. So actually our device files will be available under dev, guys, /dev/ the disk name. Be careful while giving the name, because for some reason if you just give some different name, you will lose all your data. Very be careful, guys, while giving this command. Format. So guys, maybe you may heard formatting hard disk, formatting pen drive. It will do, you'll lose all your data. So as it is a brand new, that's fine, no data will be there, just enter. So ext4 is the, can you just use up arrow, maximize this, use up arrow. So guys, here ext4, the same command. ext4 is a Linux partition type. What is the Windows partition type, guys? Anybody knows? What is the Windows file system type?
NTFS.
Exactly, NTFS. Here in Linux ext4, we do have ext2, ext3, ext4, xfs, gfs. These all are Linux only. We'll use ext4. That is the commonly used product. ext4, that is the file system type in Linux. So you made a Linux partition type. Now you can mount it. So you can map, you can create a drive now. Mount, maybe first create one empty directory. So guys, how can I know that which directory I have to create? It's based on the application, guys. Maybe use /app. Always the new directories is best practice for, because you are under /root. If you create a directory, that directory will be under /root. /root is only for root purpose actually, not dev. /app. So guys, as we discussed in the first Linux class, the directories, different directories we do have, we should use them for respective purpose only. Now under / I'm creating one directory called app. Enter. Now mount it. Mount /dev/ xvdf, your disk name, xvdf space your mount point name, your drive name /app. Enter. Now do lsblk. So guys, see, I do have two drives now. One is /drive, one is /app drive. So now onwards, if you save anything under /app, now that data will be stored in the second disk, xvdf. So again, /app, logically guys, /app means your directory is under /, right? App directory is under / only, but under now /app is a separate drive. If you store something under /app now, it will go to this new disk only, xvdf disk only. Can you go to /app directory? cd /app. Just create something.
Want me to create a file or
Anything.
direct?
Just create something. Yeah. So create 2-3 files. Okay, do ls. So do pwd. Okay, you're in /app now. Whatever you store under /app now, everything will go to the second disk only. Now I'll show you the practically. So come out of this directory. Yeah. So let's unmap it. So when I map that /app with that disk, Okay, now I can see all like where I can use that directory. I can do anything. It will be stored under slash that new disk now. Can you unmap it now? You mount that slash app. So guys, I'm just removing that drive now. So that directory I'm not removing. I'm unmapping you mount, not new. You mount. You mount slash app. Slash app. Do LSBLK now. Now that this the drive is gone now. The disk is there. Disk is there here only, but the entry point to store some data in that, maybe like there is no entry for that. Can you go to cd slash app now? You cannot see the data now because you unmapped it now. There is no relation between that xvdf and slash app now. See, actually you add the data right in slash app. You haven't removed it, but see where is the data? Because now it is referring the first disk, not the second disk. You are in the same directory only, okay, but that's what happened. You unmapped that hard disk. Okay, now your slash app directory is looking for the data in xvda, not in xvdf. So this is what the file systems, guys, how to attach your storages into your Linux box. This is how you can use EBS storage. Guys, did you understand what is EBS, how to attach, how it is working?
Excuse
Any
me, sir.
issues? Yes, Pandan, tell me.
When we creating a disk, we didn't give any XVDF name,
Yes, you're right.
but here name is coming. How?
Okay, so basically there will be one program called udev. So in the back end, udev one program is there. They develop like that. Okay, whenever a new hard disk attached into my Linux works, not only AWS, okay, even that can be your local laptop also. If you install some operating system, Linux operating system, and if you attach any new drive, new hard disk to that Linux laptop, maybe Linux operating system, it will pick the name by default, XVDA, XVDB, XVDC, or else maybe something SDA, SDB, SDC, something like that. The program is running in the backend, something like that. If you attach one more hard disk, now it will pick something XVD next letter. Maybe randomly it will pick it. You are not giving any name to your hard disk. It will pick it. The program is running like that. Okay, so under slash dev, that file will be created like that. So for all device related files, udev is the program name in the backend. In your system, that udev program is running. It will take care of those. If you attach one printer, assume that. If you attach one mouse, maybe to your Linux laptop, immediately then that mouse related one drive, one directory will be created under dev. If you attach some maybe pen drive, immediately the pen drive related one directory will be created, one file will be created under slash dev. So it's kind of that name only. So automatically it will be created even though you are not creating. So are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as I told you, we cannot access it directly. You have to give some directory. You have to map some directory to that device. Always, guys. Even in Windows, also same concept, guys. Actually, if you attach any additional hard disk, by default you are getting some name to the some directory. It is mapping to that new hard disk. Maybe some new volume, something like some directory is getting created. That directly only you mapped your mapping with your new hard disk. So directly you are able to click on that drive name. In Windows also same concept, guys. So you need one directory for to be mapped with that hard disk. So here I mapped slash up. In your case, it's your wish. Maybe any directory you can use. Maybe slash db. So your application, based on the application which you are using, the directory name will be depends, guys. Okay, that directly you have to create, that directly you have to map with your no hard disk. I can attach one more hard disk also. Maybe I can make it /db. So as much as how much data you need, how many hard disk you need, you can attach. So this is how. Again, these are called as file systems, drives. In Windows, C drive, D drive, E drive, right? Here lsblk is the command to check the drives. How many drives I do have. So got it, guys? Any doubts? What is EBS? Did you understand, guys? Any issues? So guys, are you able to hear me?
Sir, we are able to hear.
Yes.
So everybody is clear now? So guys, you have to tell me if something problem. So at least yes, no. Then only I will come to know that you understood this topic or not. Okay, so always try to be interactive to get more knowledge, guys. Now clear the screen. Now the next topic is S3 bucket. So go back to AWS console.
So, Amar, I have a question here.
Yes, Pradeep, tell me.
So, you have unmounted the thing, right? The Slash app. So, if I want to mount again, so we'll be getting the files which we created.
Yes, you're right. Can you go to that folder, Malati, again? Your putty session. Yeah, come out of the slash app. Come out, just CD. Now mount the device name, the directory name. It can be any other directory also, guys, not only slash app. Full name you have to give. The /dev/xvideo. Simple xvideo won't work out. Enter. Do lsblk now to just verify. Yeah, now cd to /app and check the files. You will be there. Now it is referring to the second disk. cd/app. /app.
Amar,
Yes, Navin, tell me.
so it is an extra value we are attached, right, from the
Yes.
Amazon. So if we feel lost that EC2 instance also, we can attach this to another EC2 instance.
Yes, you are right. It is possible.
We can get right the storage, everything.
Yes, you are right. The same hard disk.
Oh,
If you detach it from here, I will show you how to detach.
but it should be the same region.
Exactly. You are right. Come out of this directory and unmount it again. No. Directory name you can give. While mounting, you have to give full path. But here simply directory name. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. So now do lsblk and check it. That hard disk is unmapped or not. So guys, unmapping is nothing but still hard disk is with this EC2 instance only. But you just deleted the way. You deleted the door for that hard disk. So to store something, to read something from that disk, you should map one directory. That directory you unmapped it now. There is no way now to until unless you map it. Now go to your dashboard. Go to volumes. Services. Here itself, left side it should be there. EC2. Go to volumes. Select it. So select your EC2 volume name. Make sure that you are doing correct volume. In real time, it's very dangerous, guys. Instead of one volume, if you choose one more volume, what will happen? It's very dangerous. Your application, if some server is using this server, this volume, this data. Okay, if it is a production server, sometimes so you'll be fired also. So be careful always. You should be very careful which disk you are removing. Okay, the data won't go, but at least, but you're detaching from that EC2 instance. Okay, so you can see that is the reason always tags are very important. The name tag for identification purpose. Okay, so you can see from below information, attachment information also. Below, come down in the description part. Right hand side, it is there already. Yeah, so that is the EC2 instance details and all. Now go to action, select it, actions. Detach volume. Yes, detach. Yes, you are just removing it from that EC2. You can attach the same hard disk to second one more EC2 instance. Yes, detach it. So this is how EBS will work. Okay. Now let's go with S3 bucket. Go to services. EC2, sorry, not EC2, S3. So guys, S3 is one more storage. Actually, EFS is there, but EFS very rare cases only. S3 bucket only more use. Create bucket. Bucket name. It should be unique. No special characters, no capital letters, and it should be unique to world anywhere, not only in your account. Again, small letters you should use. No special characters, no small capital letters, and it should be unique also. Unique means nowhere in any other account, not only your account. In all the AWS accounts, this name should not be available. Red Hat bucket. Again, the region, same, whatever the region your belongs to, your servers belongs to, your project belongs to. Okay, now create. There itself, create option is there. Bucket name already exists. Change the bucket name. Create option. So you created one storage now, one more hard disk. So how to access? Guys, for S3 bucket, there is one more advantage. You can access it from here it also. Just click on that bucket name. You can upload the files, you can download the files from here also. So from EC2 also you can access, from browser also you can access. Yeah, click on upload and upload it from your laptop. Some file, add files. It's up to you guys. You can use in this way. Maybe you can give this URL S3 bucket access to your teams, development team, database team. They can upload the files, whatever they need from their laptops. From EC2 instance, also from Linux box also, you can access this S3 bucket. Upload. Yeah. So this is one way. So how to access it from my EC2 instance? Not only from one, you can access it from many, guys. So there are multiple ways again from Linux box. So I'll give you one method. So I want you guys to, I'll give you the document for that. How to mount it. It's just a minute. Yeah. So can you open this link? I'm providing in group chat. So guys, please concentrate more on tasks. Then only you'll get the knowledge. Apart from our class. Open the document. Come down a little bit. So you have to follow all this stuff. So yum update. You have to do all this stuff in your Linux box. That is your task to complete this. It should work as it is. Okay. So actually there are two ways, guys. From Linux box, I can access my S3 bucket in two ways. This is one of the way. One more way I will show you. One more commonly used way. One more I will show you. That is also possible. This is also possible. Okay. So what is the time now? I think it's enough for today. Okay, in tomorrow class, but make sure that guys, please try this setup. How to access, how to mount, same how you mounted your EBS volume with some name /app, right? The same way, mounting is nothing but mapping your disk with one directory. Now S3 bucket also one disk only, right? Okay, that disk I have to map with my my directory, one of the directory. How can I do? That is what these steps, guys. So, but some little extra steps are required, not like EBS. EBS directly you are attaching to your EC2 instance, the respective EC2 instance. Only one EC2 instance, from there you can access it. But S3 bucket, you can access it from any number of EC2 instances at the same time. You can see the same data because it's a single device. Okay, so please make sure that run this and make before the class, we keep it ready. Okay, and I will show you one more method also tomorrow class. So guys, any issues till now? Any doubts? So did you understand what is EBS, what is S3 bucket? Any basically, guys? So I hope no issues.